Hi, Kevin.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be doing a doll review of Surf City Barbie and a whole case of Fashion Avenue outfits.
Oh, my favorite.
I found a bunch of Fashion Avenue outfits on eBay for a suspicious price. The price was too good to be true, but I still bought it anyway. And when I did, it arrived in this original Fashion Avenue box from the post office. And I was like, no way. And it is a whole assortment of Fashion Avenue outfits, excluding one because I already had it. So I didn't go ahead and repurchase it. But they're beautiful. They are never used. And we're going to go over them and we're going to give them a full review after we give a review of Surf City Barbie.
Oh, that's marvelous.
Now, I picked Surf City Barbie because these Fashion Avenue outfits are actually from when I was a child.
Old maiden.
And this Barbie is a Barbie that we had growing up, my sister and I. We each had one, so we each had Barbie, and we also had the Ken right there, but the Ken we never took out of the box because I guess we maybe found him boring.
Scandalous.
And I just absolutely love this doll. I loved dressing her up in different outfits and such. Today, we're going to give her a look-see again. And these beach dolls were quite affordable at the time. This was $4.99. You can kind of like see the price tag from Kmart. Rip.
She's dead.
These were the dolls that my mother could afford, and she would get us these beach Barbies, and then she would get us some cheaper Barbie clothes. They weren't ever Fashion Avenue, but they were just as nice and just as special, and she really spoiled us rotten with these little things. So yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at her box. Now the box is badly damaged, but it's so iconic to me personally because I remember this box. I remember her cardboard surfboard. I thought it was just so cute. And this is from a time when Barbie, even the beach dolls, were beautiful. And they had removable outfits, so that way you could dress them up in their Fashion Avenue outfits or any other outfits that you might find. On the back, we've got a picture of all the dolls. But if we look at the back, it says Surf's Up. Beware, it's beachwear that's hot. Ooh. And sizzling color combos that are as bright as the summer sun. Everyone is ready for the surf or the scene.
It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Ooh, what kind of scene are we going for? But anyway, let's go ahead and get her out of the box. So we have a little tab up here we just pull out. Here's the surfboard. Whee! Okay, and thank you so much, box. And then here we are. Let's get a good look at this Barbie. There's two variations of this Barbie as to like what country make she was in. I believe this is the Indonesia version. And she just has a bit bigger eyes and a little bit glossier lips. The other one, I believe, is the version I had as a child. This is the version made in China, and she more closely resembles the doll that I remember from my childhood. I like this variation. I think she's really pretty. And if we look at her, she's very simply just put in the box. She just is held in with a little tab right there, and then her hair is held in, and she has those plastic tabs. This is around the time whenever they started using those plastic tabs. And I remember my first doll that had the plastic tabs, and it cut me.
It is so hateful.
Here we have a Barbie out of the box. We'll just give her a 360. I remember this swimsuit so well. It is so vividly in my mind. Love her. And I remember this little paper surfboard too, which, you know, it was good for pretend, but pretty cheap. But, you know, it is what it is. Like, this is a very high quality beach doll. Like, at the end of the day, like, honestly, I might have used this once and then I never touched it again. So they probably made it the right choice to make that cardboard. But if we look at her face, look how beautiful she is. She's absolutely stunning. Now over here, she would have had 2 elastic bands right there, little hot pink ones, but they have disintegrated. Check out her swimsuit. She has this beautiful 2-tone swimsuit. It's in a hot pink and royal purple nylon tricot with satin ribbon, tying it all together in the back, and satin ribbon on the sides as well. Like, that is quality that you don't even see on your higher end dolls today, by Mattel anyway. And there we go. It's all sewn in the back, and it's got Velcro closures. But yeah, like this is what $4.99 used to get you way back in the day. But absolutely adore her. When this doll came out, she was sporting the new body. This was the new body that everyone had to have whenever I was growing up, because you know, they went from having a bustier body to having this belly button, is what collectors call it, body. And I remember my sister telling me that if I was not going to play with a Barbie like this, then we weren't going to play with Barbies. As a child, as I've said, you know, a ton of times, we didn't really get Fashion Avenue. So I've made it a priority around this year to get some Fashion Avenue outfits. So that way I can kind of like relive my childhood a bit and kind of like, be able to gift myself something that I would have considered very special growing up. So we're going to take a look at all of these Fashion Avenue outfits that I got in the original shipper. The first outfit that I'm pulling out is this one right here. It's called Gala in Chicago. Very beautiful. I remember these shoes. I remember them not fitting on any of my Barbies. But there it is, super pretty. Go to the back. We'll see a lot of these. I think they're called Metro Fashions. I have this one as well, and it's amazing quality. And this one too, I also have. It's great quality. Yeah. And they all look so beautiful. So that's one of them. Another one we have, Seattle Latte Fashion. Check that out. She's got a bunch of magazines, a shopping bag, sunglasses, a bag, and look at the stitching on the jeans. Isn't that cool? Same back of the box. Again, these were sold all together in the shippers, so it's old store stock. It's pretty cool. And then we have another one, Brunch in Boston. Again, these shoes over here that hardly ever stayed on my Barbie's feet. But look at that satin material. That's absolutely gorgeous. And that knit has little specks of acrylic in there. It makes it all shiny. Pretty. Okay. Then again, the same back. Okay, got 2 more. We have Shopping on Melrose. Beautiful color, beautiful textile choices. I hate the shoes though. Those are so matronly. Those are so pedestrian.
They were old maiden type of shoes.
Compared to everything else. But she's wearing a real cloth purse, 2 magazines, sunglasses, and a matching satin top. And purple pantyhose, beautiful. And this doll has a lot of purple undertones, like her makeup's pretty purple and pink. So all of these fashions are gonna look great on her. And the last one, the PJs, Kiss Me in Miami. Ooh, comes with a loofah sponge. This doll's like living in the villages. She's got matching panties, again, so cool. A magazine, perhaps. And look at that, fabric slippers. Beautiful. Now, a lot of these came with like little cardboard cutouts, kind of like harkening back to the 80s, whenever you would get like all of these random cardboard cutouts for your Barbies in the late 80s and the early 90s. So like to add these with the Barbie fashions of that time, again, it just gives you some more things to play with, honestly. And that is the fashions that we have to review today. So I'm pretty excited. I think we're going to start with whichever one I picked up first. So we're going to start with the Gala in Chicago fashion. Very pretty. So let's go ahead and get this one off the card. Here it is on the card. Holding it on to the card is just thread. I wish we would go back to this. Before we get the clothes on the dolls, we're going to look at the quality of the outfits themselves because that's so important. This fabric is of a printed nylon tricot. It looks really nice. It's got a nice gloss to it. From afar, it honestly looks like satin, and that's what I was expecting it to be, but it's not. It has a Velcro closure in the back, like so. We've got 2 pairs of mules, little square-toed ones. Again, will these stay on my dolls now that I'm older? Probably not. She comes with a little paper invitation to a birthday party. Usually these little paper invitations or letters and stuff is just written in like Barbie gibberish, so that's cool. You can actually read. And here we have a little plastic clutch, which you could put things in. You can't put the invitation in, but you could put in like a little pack of makeup or something, or you could make her like little dollar bills. And then we get to the coat itself. It's lined with this faux purple fur, and the material is actually lined as well with nylon tricot. And outwardly, it's very stretchy material, which I remember a lot of t-shirts being made in this type of material at that time. So very much of its era. So let's go ahead and get all of this on this doll. And here the fashion is on Barbie. Give her a little 360 here. Looking pretty cute. Now, I will say this jacket is pretty tight on her. It was a little bit difficult to get her fingers in there because they are separated. And this material is very stretchy, and I think I know why they made it so stretchy. At this time, Barbie was sold on 2 different body types. She was sold on the older body style that had the bigger breast and the smaller waist. And then they also sold her on what was considered the new body of that time. So it's kind of like made in between. It's very form-fitting, like it would fit the new Barbie waistline, but it has more of a bust than what's needed for the newer Barbie body. So it would accommodate the older one as well. And they did this a lot. They did this with their budget fashions. They did this with their Fashion Avenue. And unless like the outfit was like specifically sold with a Barbie of this body style or the other body type, then you know, it was made primarily for both, which is something similar to what they do today with fashions, like where it's made with like a stretcher material, although this material is just a lot better than today's material, but I love it. Purple's my favorite color, so this is just perfect, honestly. I think it gives like the right amount of glam, and plus like you could decide like how you wanted to style your Barbie's hair and such, and the bag is a nice touch. These shoes, again, they don't really stay on Barbie's feet that well. They stay on just about as good as what I remember. But yeah, I wish that you could put her card in her purse. I guess you could if you folded it up, but I don't want to fold it up. So it can gracefully lay in like one of her fingers, I guess, or you could, you know, just put it down underneath the stand like so you don't lose it. But it's definitely a nice touch, and I absolutely adore this look on my Barbie. Now it's time for the next one. Our next fashion is going to be Seattle Latte. Very cute. This outfit's really nice. It is made with a real denim, and it has sewn details and a little snap and real pockets. As we go on down, it's got matching cuff at the bottom, real seam stitching on the sides. Like, oh my God, you cannot get this today. And then look at this. Very pretty. It has different textiles, which is pretty hard to do, honestly. The print does not go all the way in the back, but honestly, it's of the time of fashion because I had several shirts like this growing up as a kid that the fabric did not continue to the back. But it too, Velcro, and it's of a jersey knit and a nylon mesh material. She comes with a little cardboard bag that has some magazines. We've got this beautiful picture, which I always wished whenever my fashions would come stuff like this that you could actually purchase the Barbies on the magazine. Then we've got these two right there. And look, this one even has like words you can read. Wow. Yeah, because like I said, usually like a lot of the stuff was like in Barbie gibberish. So that's really cool. She comes with a pair of wedges, which I remember these being in my childhood Barbie box for sure. They're very popular at that time. We come with a little plastic bag. Great touch. And then finally, a pair of black sunglasses. Let's go ahead and get this outfit on this doll. And here we have the fashion. We'll go ahead and give it a 360. It is absolutely so cute on this doll. Take a look at those jeans. Wow, am I right? All the stitching and the detail and the fact that it's like real denim. So cool. And real pockets. Now I was afraid that this was not going to fit on her wider hips, but it actually does. I've not tested it to see if it would work on the older Barbie style either, but I would imagine so, as they are pretty snug. Just love her so much. And this is very much of that time. I definitely could see one of my older cousins coming to a function wearing something like this. I just wish that we had detail and quality like this today in the Barbie line, because if so, she still would be that icon. But it's so pretty. And she looks so gorgeous. I will say I do wish that the plastic used for the sunglasses were translucent, so that way you could see her pretty eyes, but I get it. Still love it. Now let's get to the next fashion. Now the next fashion we have will probably be my favorite, Brunch in Boston. Okay, let's take a look at this fashion. Now this is a very thick sweater. It's not the material that I thought it was going to be. It's very much like a faux tweed, almost. It's very stiff. I'm thinking that it's gonna be kind of a hassle to get her fingers into this because they are so separated and they're much wider than the other Barbie hands at that time. So I can definitely see this becoming kind of a problem, but I mean, I'm still excited. It is very pretty and it's also high quality too. We're gonna go to the skirt right here, made of a beautiful satin material. Very gorgeous. Yeah, check that out. It has a Velcro closure. And this does look like it has room for a very tiny waist, but it also has the pleats where you would think that this would look flattering on a doll body like this. So I'm hopeful that this won't be a hassle to get up around her legs, but we'll see. We've got a pair of the same little mules right here in this line. The Metro Fashions, they use these heels, I believe, 3 times. So again, like they never really stayed onto my Barbie feet as a child, so I never really liked them that much. But there we go. I love this color blue. We have a blank Barbie invitation. I guess you could write down where you would like to go as Barbie. And then last but not least, we have her little plastic purse, which I believe opens like so. Again, it would be nice if you could actually put her invitation in one of these purses.
That I'd like to see.
Okay, here's the fashion. We're gonna give it a 360. All right, now I will say about this fashion, I believe it is made for the 1966 trademark body because the skirt is very tight. It took a lot of manipulating to get it around her waist and such, but this color blue really brings out her face. It's so gorgeous. And the little purse is such a nice touch. And again, the shoes that really don't stay on the feet, not even in the slightest. But I absolutely adore this outfit. Which one of these outfits is your favorite? You gotta let me know down in the comments. But yeah, that is this outfit. So let's go ahead and talk about our shopping on Melrose outfit. Okay, let's look at this garment's construction. It is done really well. It's made with some very nice fabrics. This right here is like a taffeta that also changes color. I can't remember what it's called. It's like shock fabric or something, where it changes color like in the sunlight. It's very pretty. And the purse is made with the same material. It goes from dark purple to a pinky purple. Very pretty. We go to the skirt right here, and it is elastic right up there. Again, I think this was made for a smaller waist Barbie because this is about as far as it can go, which leads me to think that we're gonna have issues. But it does look very nice still. We've got these nylon tricot tights, elasticated. Again, kind of feels like this was made for a smaller waist Barbie. They were taped down to the back of the box, which left this residue, which I'm not too crazy about, but that is the tights. We have a pair of purple shades. They're also not translucent. They're very, they feel like they're gonna be very brittle. So I would need to be careful with how I put these on and take these off and how I store them. And then we go to the shoes right here, and they're like a hybrid between the mules that don't like to stay on the feet and a wedge. They're giving me very Superstar Barbie era.
It's fashion.
But they're just not very pretty in my opinion. I really don't like these shoes. She comes with 2 magazines, one with Christy and then one with herself on the cover. They're very cute, and they're also legible, so it's not just Barbie gibberish. But I think it's kind of funny that this fashion, she does not have a invitation, but she has a purse that you could actually fit an invitation into. So I just find that a little bit humorous.
Then do get on with it, please.
Here the fashion is on her. We'll give a 360. I actually really like this fashion on her. I like it way better than what I thought I was gonna like it. I mean, even the shoes. I like it. I don't know, never judge it before it's on a doll, right? Oh yeah, check that out, so pretty. I love how the colors look on her. It really makes her face pop as well, especially all the purples added in together. I'm very excited for these fashions, and I have more to review. So if you'd like to see me do more of these Fashion Avenue reviews, let me know down below. Well folks, there's just one more fashion left to review. The Kiss Me in Miami fashion. Okay, let's look at this fashion before we put it on Barbie. It is made of a cotton knit jersey, and the print is not my favorite, honestly, but it is super cute. There you go. It's got satin ribbon trim and satin ribbon details all over. It's serged on the bottom and Velcro closure in the back. Now, the undies are so cute. It's serged on the ends, and it has a little satin ribbon detail that's super cute. Again, it's gonna make me nervous to put it on a wide hip doll, but this one worked, so maybe this one will as well. We have a small tiny pink loofah sponge, which is pretty cute, but it's definitely reminding me of the villages in Florida. And if you don't know what I mean, look it up. But she also has some of these cute cotton knit jersey slippers. They're really cute. Very high quality, these slippers. And now we get to the cardboard accessories. We have this little magazine or beauty palette of some sorts. There we go. And then we have, I don't know if these were actually meant to be taken out of the box, but we've got like little cardboard accessories right here, toothbrush and toothpaste. They were glued in the box, but I managed to get them out anyway. And that's another thing too, like I'm noticing in these fashion packs that they have like double-sided tape and stuff like on these really flimsy cardboard accessories. So I'm like, were these supposed to be used or were these just, you know, for window dressing? I totally would have tried to use them, but my mother would have thrown them right away. But there you go. She's got a little toothbrush and toothpaste. That way when you kiss her in Miami, she doesn't have dragon breath.
All right, that's it. Dishonor. Dishonor on your whole family.
All right, let's go ahead and see what this doll looks like in the Kiss Me in Miami outfit. And here is the Kiss Me in Miami fashion, giving it a 360. That is a really cute outfit. Now, it's much cuter on the doll than what it is on the card, just as the other one I just reviewed. And here are the panties, and they're actually really nice. They're very high quality. And the loofah sponge is so precious. When I was growing up, I had the 1997 Dream House, and you could change the vanity into the bathtub, and I totally would have adored this little accessory for that particular piece. Like, I just see myself with these fashions as a child and how I would have used them and what I would have thought of them and such, and this definitely would have been one of my favorite pieces for sure. I'm so thrilled to have them all, and now I think I need to put them all on some models so that way I can decide which one is my favorite.
Hold on to your titties.
So here's the fashion lineup of all the fashions that we reviewed. And in case you are wondering what fashion that I originally had that I didn't purchase from the seller that was in the same carton as these fashions was actually this one, which I do adore this fashion. I think it's beautiful. It is very high quality. It's very fancy Miss Showgirl-esque type of thing. The plumes, however, do like to shed on this. So if you are getting this, just be cautious that a lot of this stuff does just like to shed and get all over the place. But we're not going to count this in the official lineup because I did not review this one on camera, although this one can stand over here. So the question is, which one is your favorite? Let me know down below in the comments. Now, I have quite a few favorites as I'm looking at them. Like, there's different aspects of them that I love, and if you notice, there's really nothing that is overtly pink in here except for the Kiss Me in Miami fashion. The rest of them are pretty realistic and in tone with what models were wearing at that time. I'm not going to say like regular day folk because I didn't see any regular day folk in stuff like this. These are the looks that more resemble the outfits I saw growing up where I come from.
Don't bother.
I saw more regular day folk and stuff like this, but again, it might be regional as to where I'm from in America. But anyway, I absolutely adore all of these fashions. I would have to say which one impressed me the most. I would say the jeans really impressed me the most, and then of course this fashion. I didn't expect to like it that much as I did. I expected to honestly like this one a whole lot, but this one's sweater is very thick. It's a very hard material. Like, she's an articulated doll. This is Generation Girl Barbie, but it won't let her bend her arms because it is just that thick. So, you know, there is that with that fashion right there, but I do love them all. I'm really happy again that I was able to get them and was able to add them to my collection. For a while, I would kind of steer clear from getting dolls at the flea market that were from my generation because I didn't have any fashions to put them in. And it's like, you know, why wash up something if you don't have anything to put it in? So I just really didn't bother with them. I didn't mess with it. But now I have so many selections and so many options. So I will be able to purchase some dolls to restore that were actually from my childhood that I can remember being in stores. And that to me is very exciting. I do have a lot of Barbie fashions to open up, and they're all from different eras. I have stuff from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and of course the early 2000s.
I don't care.
I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your day. Thank you all so much for spending your time with me, and check back next week for some more exciting content. Have a fabulous rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Look, real clothes for Barbie. Come along with me, my new clothes are cool. I've got the latest styles, they're called Fashion Avenue. I've got lots of denim with a hip pack too. And with my real backpack, I'm just like you. Everything matches. I've got the greatest new clothes. Cool clothes. They're called Fashion Avenue.
Fashion Avenue is a new line of clothes for Barbie. Fashions and dolls sold separately.